Hey, this is DougDoug, where we solve problems that no one has. Today we're going to find out if you can kill every mini-boss in Breath of the Wild using only a horse. Now, horses, obviously you just normally use them for travel, but they can actually damage enemies. They'll kick enemies if they're standing by themselves, or you can gallop into enemies on horseback. But I wanted to know if you could kill the mini-bosses from start to finish using only a horse. So there are 5 total mini-bosses in Breath of the Wild. You got Hinox, Guardians, Molduga, Talus, and Lynel. And so I had Doug run some tests. To start, we need to find the most effective fighting horse, right? So your standard horse will do 5 kicking damage on its own, or 30 damage galloping into them. Hey, wait, would the giant horse do more damage? Yes, actually.
Oh, really?
So the giant horse, which you can get from a side quest, will do 10 kicking damage and then 60 galloping damage. So he's about twice as strong, but even more importantly, he's got a lot more health than the other horses, so he can take more hits during a fight and live longer. And now that we have some top shelf horse, we can go ahead and fight a boss. So let's start off with a Hinox. We found a Hinox on this little island here near Outskirt Stable. But right away, it turns out a horse is actually very effective for fighting a Hinox. The Hinox will just run slowly after Link. He never actually goes for the horse itself, and the horse will kick the Hinox if the Hinox walks by him. So you can literally just lead your Hinox in circles around your horse over and over and over and just slowly wear him down one kick at a time. It's frankly very easy to do, but you know, some quick tips. If your horse goes to the edge of the island, you can just whistle to get him back to the center. And then the horse does way more damage if he hits the Hinox's hand for whatever reason. Other than that, really the only way to mess this up is that you stop paying attention because it's been going on for so long and you jump off a cliff. God, no. Oh. Damn, that is a powerful horse. So, Hinox are easy. Guardians, though, are very difficult. So, Guardians move way, way, way faster, and so you can't just outrun them like you can with a Hinox, and the horse won't even attack the Guardian on its own unless you're galloping into him. But you can pull this off with, like, a bob and weave attack. So, basically, if you stay constantly moving on your horse, you'll be able to dodge the Guardian's beam attacks. And the Guardian can only attack every 6 seconds. So, after you dodge an attack, that gives you 3 seconds to run in, get a single hit off on the Guardian, then 3 seconds to run out so that you can dodge the next attack. And you can repeat this over and over and over and then slowly wear him down. Hey, could you just rip its legs off? Oh, yeah, that works. I can just take him wherever I want. Sorry. Now that I've tipped him over, I think I can just sort of pace in front of him. There you go, buddy. Man, that's actually just like easier than a normal Guardian fight. That's crazy. Awesome. Before we jump into Moldugas, I do want to thank our sponsor, Quaker Oats. The Quaker Oats Center of Excellence is advancing the unique benefit of the oat. For more than 140 years, Quaker has been the leading expert in oats and has been dedicated to researching this powerful grain to understand everything it has to offer. Thank you to Quaker Oats for sponsoring this video. So moving on to Moldugas. Moldugas only exist in the Gerudo Desert, and unfortunately you cannot get a horse into the desert. Even if you manage to glitch one in, the game won't let you ride the horse. So unfortunately we have no real way of testing if a horse can kill a Molduga. But fortunately, Quaker Oats has just introduced a new online feature, Otis, a real messenger app where you can ask for recipes, meal ideas, or anything else you might need. Hey Otis, can a horse kill a Molduga? Thank you to Quaker Oats for sponsoring this video. With Talus, it mostly just depends where their rock weak point is. Some Talus have their weak point up on their head, and then others have it down on their lower back. So let's just divide those into 2 different categories. Like, what's a good name for that? How about Hat Talus and Butt Talus. Sure, so Butt Talus are actually pretty straightforward because their weak point is low enough that you can hit it while riding a horse. Most of the time the Talus will protect its butt, but if he throws both of his arms, he'll bend over to pick up new ones and you can get a butt smack in then. This does take a very long time though, and you need to be careful because if too many rock attacks hit the horse, he'll die and then you have to start over. But with some patience, you can definitely chip him down. Come on, Doug. You can do this. Yes! That one was for you, Dad. I'm going to avenge you. Hat Talus, though, are much harder because you can't reach their weak point even when they're bending over. The closest I got is to stick the horse up on the Talus's head while he's coming to life, and then the horse will just flail around and the Talus won't kick him off. So in theory, it would be possible to kill a Hat Talus if you positioned your horse on the Talus's head right next to the weak spot and he flailed around indefinitely until the Talus died. But unfortunately, this Talus's hat is just positioned really weird. I had Doug try this like dozens of times just to be safe, but it definitely doesn't seem like it's possible with this particular one. Oh my god. You're almost at it. Hit the thing, hit the thing. Damn. But I do think this might be possible if you had an amiibo horse and you could find some other Hat Talus in the mountains. So basically, Talus are killable with a horse, but not all Talus are killable with a horse. Quaker Oats still hasn't responded about the Moldugas, but a guy on Twitter DM'd me trying to get my bank account info, so I asked him. We'll check in with Ahmed a little later. Thanks to Quaker Oats for responding. So the last boss, and by far the hardest, is a Lionel. Lionels have a ton more health than the other mini bosses, and they do way more damage as well. This is a big problem because all of their attacks will hit your horse as well. So even if you manage to get your horse to kick the Lionel or gallop into him, if the fight goes on for any period of time, the horse is going to take so much damage that he'll die way before the Lionel does. I had Doug try this from every angle I could think of with no success, like kiting around the column, fighting him while mounted, getting him stuck next to the horse in the Calamity Goop. There's just no way to keep your horse alive during this.
I don't think this is possible.
But then I found a trick online where you can actually glitch the Lionel out of attacking if you can get your horse behind him. If you position the horse correctly, the Lionel can't turn fast enough to be able to attack you back.
How do you get behind him though? Because the Lionel will just outrun me and shoot me with arrows and my horse dies in 2 hits.
Yeah, so you can break this down into 3 steps basically. Step 1 is to get behind the Lionel. You can technically do this by just running around in circles, and since you're faster than the Lionel, you'll catch up, but this is risky because he'll snipe you with arrows during this and your horse dies very fast. Damn it. The better way is to get behind him right when the fight starts. If you time this perfectly, you can tuck in behind him when he first starts moving, and then you're ready to go from the onset. Step 2 is that once you're behind him, you can't actually gallop at all because you'll run past him and he'll start attacking you. So the solution here is short galloping. Basically, you want to press gallop, but then cancel the gallop immediately as it starts, right when Link's heels hit the horse. It's like right there. If you time that perfectly, the horse will move forward for an instant, you get 1 hit off on the Lionel, but then you fall back into the safe range. It's important that you always do this every 5 to 10 steps though, because if you miss that timing window, you'll fall out of the safe zone and the Lionel will attack and kill your horse. And step 3, if a Lionel moves too far away from his starting location, he'll actually teleport back to his spawn point, and then you have to start the whole thing over. Okay, but fortunately the Lionel actually moves very slightly away from you when you're behind him. So you can use this to act like a sheepdog and just shepherd the Lionel around in these huge circles so he never goes too far in any one direction and teleports away from you. And now you should be all set. The Lionel has 5,000 health and this takes a very, very long time, so just make sure not to screw any of that up or you'll have to start over.
Okay, I can do this. I have to do...
Okay, I'm definitely getting way better though. So it's 3,500. Whew.
2,600. That was like 10 minutes. Why? Oh my god. Yes! Oh my god! Oh my god, my heart is pounding. That is the most stressful thing I have done in this game. Holy crap. God, that is a powerful horse. Woo! Congratulations. So in conclusion, it definitely is possible to kill every mini-boss in Breath of the Wild using only a horse, except for maybe a Molduga, but Ahmed Ali Al-Sayed never got back to me, so probably won't ever know. So thanks for watching. See y'all next week. Good boy.